My beloved Lady Vols are having a rematch against the NC State Wolfpack. The Wolfpack is 20-10. Lady Vols are 16-13. I've said this in the previous two videos that I've made on the NCAA tournament. I don't think that my Lady Vols deserve to be in the NCAA tournament. But here we go. Kim Caldwell made it to the Sweet 16 last year. Last year, the Westmore got the NCAA or got the NC State Wolfpack to the Sweet 16. The year before that, the Final Four. He's got them to the Sweet 16 multiple times, has gotten them to the Elite Eight, has won the conference regular season and conference titles, won the conference tournament, won the conference regular season championship. He is a great coach. Hilariously, this is an off year for him. He only won 20 games. Usually he's winning 30 or so. This is a really good NC State team. He has gone 321 wins, 104 losses, 75% winning, 75.5% winning at NC State, 72% in the ACC. Before that, he was at UTC hosting the Lady Moccasins. Let me tell you something. I got a love for UTC. I really do. He got them to the NCAA multiple times. He went 358 wins to 113 losses there, with 76% right all time. He was 84.1% in the Southern Conference. For that, he coached the Francis Marion Patriots, went 69-20 there, got them to a Division II Final Four. Before that, he was at the Marable Scott. Holy cow, I had not looked back on this. Hey, Coach Marble. I know Marble. I know Marble College. I know people that go there. I'm from just down the road from there. Literally, I was born just down the road from there. I know this school. I should have known this. I remember that they had a really good women's team back then. He made it to the Division III Sweet 16 three times and to the first round twice. Holy cow! Hey, I I've got to give him credit for that. This man has coached in my home state. I got to give him some love. This man was born. Oh, his alma mater is University of Tennessee. He was born in Texas, but his alma mater is Tennessee. And he coached. He was men's assistant at the Johnson Bible College. I know that school. I'm feeling some kind of way about Westmore right now. I had not known all these things about this man. So, these two are meeting up. Tim Caldwell has had a team that had a straight meltdown this year. For Westmore, his team wasn't that good, but they still won 20 games. They beat Pitt, Wake, Syracuse. Yeah, they did lose to Duke. They lost to Notre Dame, but, well, Notre Dame is a really good team. So is Duke. Tennessee has lost to Alabama, Vandy, LSU, Oklahoma, and Texas A&M in their past 5 games. This is going to be an interesting game, but we're going to look at it by the numbers because it is a rematch. So let's get into it. Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports, because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics, do a little basketball and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, hey, General Robert Nealon, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades, had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it. Okay, we're going to start with the Lady Vols because, well, lower ranked, worse record. They score 77 points a game. They're 26th in the nation for that. They allow 69.4 points a game. 41.3 field goal percentage. They're 142nd in that. 67% free throw shooting. 307th for that. 31% 3-point shooting. 171st in that. 9.43 points made per game. 8th in that. 13.7 assists. They're 139th in that. 35.8 defensive rebounds. They're 52nd in that. 15.1 turnovers a game. They're 167th for that. 3.6 block shots. They're 100th for that. They do steal the ball 10.4 times a game. They've got an okay defense. You got to talk to Leisha Cooper if you're talking this Lady Vols team because she leads in points, rebounds, assists, and steals. Pardon me, points, assists, and steals. 26.1 minutes, 15.7 points, 4.7 rebounds, 3.6 assists, 2.7 steals, 0.3 blocks, 2.8 turnovers, though, 42.8 field goal percentage, 33.7 3-point percentage, and 70.2% free throw percentage. Janai Barker leads in rebounds. 23.9 minutes, 14.3 points, 6.6 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 1.1 steals, 0.9 blocks, 2.6 turnovers, 46.5 field goal percentage, 36.5 3-point percentage, and 73% from the free throw line. Mia Paldo, 23.1 minutes, 10.6 points, 2.5 rebounds, 2.4 assists, 1.1 steals, no blocks, 1.5 turnover, 36.2 field goal percentage, and 29.9 3-point percentage, which at least she does an 85.5 free throw percentage. Z Spearman, who leads in blocks, 25.9 minutes, 10.2 points a game, 5.8 rebounds, 1 assist, 0.9 steals, 1.3 blocks, 2.4 turnovers, 28.6 field goal percentage, 38.6, 24.2 3-point percentage, and 61.1 free throw percentage. So they're turning over the ball. They're 3 of their top 4 players turn over the ball a lot. 7, 8 times a game? But hey, they steal the ball 10.4 times, which is, hey, Leisha Cooper is a straight up Robin Hood. Got a few other players that hit 1.1 times a game with Janai Barker, Mia Paldo, and Alyssa Latham. Blocks could be better, but hey, Z Spearman is getting in there doing what she needs to do. Rebounding, not bad. Their stats are showing that they should be a decent team that should have made it into the NCAA tournament. But their shooting percentages 41.3 field goal percentage, 31% 3-point percentage. They're not shooting like an NCAA team. And they're definitely not shooting like a Sweet 16 team like they did last year. This team straight up had a meltdown this year. Unless that has been fixed by Kim Caldwell and her team, this is going to be interesting. But hey, you've also got Jada Sybil in here who can take over a game if need be. Right now, she scores 6.6 points, but You never can tell what she's going to do. Now, the Wolfpack, 77.2 points a game. They're 25th in the nation, just one slot up above the Lady Vols. They only allow 66.5 points a game. 44.9 field goal percentage, or 43rd in the nation on that. 42nd in free throw percentage was 76.2. 145th in 3-point percentage, 31.5%. 186th in 3 points made per game. They only make 6 3 points a game. 14.4 assists, 98th in the nation. Slightly better than Tennessee. They make 38.9 defensive rebounds. They're sixth in the nation in defensive rebounds. 12.2 turnovers a game. They're 22nd in the nation on that. They're 10th in block, or 110th in block shots, 3.5. So they're actually worse than Tennessee in that. Uh, and they only steal the ball 6.8 times, but they do other things to make sure that they don't get scored on. Now, when you're talking NC State, you have to talk about their double-double machine, Camille Pierre. 31.6 minutes, 16.8 points a game, 12 rebounds, 1.4 assists, 1.1 steals, 0.6 blocks, but 2.6 turnovers, 52.6 field goal percentage, but 16.7 3-point percentage. She's a forward, understandable, 70.8 free throw percentage. Zoe Brooks, who leads in assists, 33.5 minutes a game, 16.3 points, 4.8 rebounds, 4.4 assists, 1.7 steals. By the way, she also leads in that. 0.3 blocks, 2.3 turnovers, 43.7 field goal percentage, 23% 3-point percentage, and 86.6 free throw percentage. Samariah Jones, 31.9 minutes a game, 14.3 points, 3.2 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 1.1 steals, 0.4 blocks, 2 turnovers, 41.2 field goal percentage, 77.4 free throw percentage, and 36.7 3-point percentage. Tilda Trigger, 29.9 minutes. She leads in blocks, by the way. 6'6" Swede that plays like a center. 10.9 points, 7.2 rebounds, 1.1 assists, 0.7 steals, 1.3 blocks, 1.3 turnovers, 52.3 field goal percentage, and 33.9 3-point percentage, and 61.8 free throw percentage. Look, the only thing that this team needs to do is get the ball to the right people. They need to make slightly smarter shots at times. They're not shooting 3-pointers all that well. If they need to make a 3-pointer, get it out to Samariah Jones, get it out to Tilda Trigger. Love her name for a basketball player. Get it out to Destiny Lunan. Or if Maddie Cox is playing, get it out to her. You've got your inside people. You've got Camille Pierre. You've got Tilda Trigger. You've got Devin, or you've got Mallory Collier. You've got inside people. This is why they rely on the inside game to win. And if you're an inside player, you play the defense because you know how to get down there and do what you need to do. They've got some good shooters in all categories. They focus on what they need to focus on, which is a great thing. The only thing they need to do a little bit better is keep their defense up and keep the rebounding up, but work better as a team and turn the ball over less. That's their two keys to winning this game. I made it over to the ESPN page and I took a look at the matchup predictor. And I'll be kind of honest with you. I want to know what they were smoking at ESPN for this. They're saying that the Lady Vols have a 55.5% chance to win this game. NC State has a 44.5% chance to win this game. I'll be perfectly honest with you. After the meltdown that the Lady Vols had this season, I don't believe they deserve to be in the NCAA tournament. You're talking about a team that was able to beat Pitt, Wake, and Syracuse. Wes Moore knows how to win. He does. You take a look at, they beat Tennessee by 3 at the beginning of the season. Yeah, two different teams. But, okay, yeah, they lost to USC by 1 point. They went in there and played several good teams really well. Unfortunately, they didn't win against any other ranked opponent other than Tennessee. But he didn't have the meltdown like Tennessee did. Their longest losing streak was they lost to Notre Dame and Duke. That was their longest losing streak. They lost two. They beat Virginia Tech, they beat Florida State, beat Virginia in overtime, beat Boston College pretty soundly. Wake Forest, they lost in overtime to Louisville, who was a really good team. Clemson was a little bit of an embarrassment, but they beat SMU, Wake Forest, Cal, Stanford, Davidson, Georgia Tech, Miami, Seton Hall. Were all teams they beat in a row. This is a good NC State team. Lady Vols had a complete meltdown this year. I mean, seriously, they had a complete meltdown this year. I don't know if it was coaching, I don't know if it's the players, but I don't think they've recovered from it. Lady Vols are on a losing streak right now. Uh, Literally, they lost to Texas, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, LSU, Vandy, and Alabama. You're talking 7 games in a row. Did good against Mizzou. One of the worst defeats ever for the Lady Vols against South Carolina, against any team, but it was against South Carolina. Mississippi State and UConn. I mean, the UConn game was embarrassing. They had a straight up meltdown at the end of the year. So this is why I'm saying that NC State, which has got right now better coaching on the NCAA Division One level, has a team that wants to win. I'm saying it's a wolf pack. I hate saying that because I am a Lady Vols fanatic, but that's what I'm saying. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, folks, before you leave, if you're can't become a member via my YouTube channel, which that's for my thinker. I've also got sports. I've got a Patreon. If you really, really want to help me out, I would be much appreciated. But hey, hitting like, hit subscribe, hit commenting, all those things really help me out. Have a good day.